Hey there guys, it's Angel of Galaxy back with some more channeled messages. Do hope you're all doing well. Just want to say a very big thank you as always to each and every one of you who've subscribed to my new and old. Honestly, so appreciated. Thank you for helping my little channel grow slowly. Yeah, so, well, just not as usual. How can you support my channel? Or you could like, subscribe. Subscribing is free, guys, so please go ahead. Share, comment. But the liking's quite good just to, and the obviously the subscriptions. But anyway, just viewing it really helps my channel. So if that's all you want to do, that's totally fine as well. Anyway, so remember, spirit works through us in mystical and mysterious ways. These messages may not go directly to the intended person. They may be talking about someone you know. Could be their love lost one or a situation around you or them. Just remember, you may be this heavenly post person delivering communication where it needs to go. Now, if I say male or female, remember we have both aspects of the divine, masculine and feminine, so please take that as it resonates. Remember the rules of souls piggybacking on one message. It could be a message within a message, so if things don't add up but yet you really feel it within your heart and soul that there's something within that, then there's most likely is, especially if you've clicked on this channel out of how many channels there are on YouTube. So yeah, just take that into account. Anyway, let's start, shall we? Oh, so straight off the bat I'm hearing there may be some unexpected curveballs to do with love for somebody, even abundance. You know what though, I feel, and I'm hearing very clearly that all's well that ends well. So don't worry too much about that. I think it's a temporary blip by the sound of it. Okay. Thank you. Alright, so I'm hearing Anthea. I know you're looking for fascinating insights into the future. But this person's telling that they cannot create your dreams because there's some kind of healing that you need to do in regards to the past. They're saying, then we can talk. I've got the name Metcalf with that. Alright, just a quickie. Next, please. Okay, so I've got a lady called Lillian, and she's coming in to let Bruce know. She's doing fine. Oh, she's telling you to stop saying you're unlucky, and remember, each decision we make can have many consequences. She's saying you need to find your true path. Don't let your past influence your present and control you. She's saying, look, just try and find another way to make this new pathway. And she says, do not retread the old, and a new route will appear. Oh, that's good, a happier and a healthy one. Okay, thank you for that. So, whoever resonates with that, so if you know a Bruce and a Lillian and they haven't been able to listen to that, then maybe you could pass the message on. That's why it's good to share, so if you share my video I get seen more, and then that'll lift the algorithms too. Okay, alright, as you all know who watch my channel, I see signs and synchronicities in my environment. Me and Spirit, we just love to have a bit of fun really, working with these, and this will be one of your loved ones coming through with a message. Okay, so today I walked past this bright, large yellow container box type of thing on the side of a pavement. I don't know whether it's got electrical equipment or something in there, I'm not sure. But it had, what I was noticed more than anything is it had graffiti all over it. So I was like, My next nudge was an empty masonry nails packet with challenge on it. So this was just on the floor. So whoever this young man is who's with me would have loved a challenge. He didn't like getting caught. I was talking about creating his masterpieces, so he must have been a graffiti artist. Alright, makes sense. On brick, stone, or any other similar material. Also like to test others and showcase his abilities, I'm being told, in a competitive graffiti challenge. So glancing at the floor, I noticed a street wrapper, and I had to laugh as it had on it Buzz. So he probably got a great kick out of winning. As his art, in his words, was, alright, okay, brilliant. It's good though if you've got confidence, isn't it? I don't know what about, I've got the number 35, take it as it resonates and leave the rest for someone else to enjoy, but that's what I'm getting. So my other sign was a motorbike adorned with 3 yellow penalty notice tickets. All you could see is these yellow tickets all across the handlebars. Oh dear. And each one stating that it was an offence for any other person other than the driver to remove the notice. So may have had to remove his artwork in some incidences. Also, may have been fined on the odd occasion too. So he would have fought to justify his talents, I'm feeling. As I turned the corner, on top of a red post box was a child's sweatshirt. It's so small it must have fallen off somewhere and someone's put it there for someone to see. But on the actual sleeve it had "Save the Arts." So it's like a theatre on the front of it, drawn, and then on the sleeve that. So yeah, so an art, obviously. Graffiti is classed as an art by some people. I've got 10:30, so that may be relevant. 6 p.m. may be significant. And I don't know why, but I'm drawn to just the weekend. So yeah, take that again. So another sign was a folded piece of yellow paper. But when I looked at it, it had scribbles all over it, just like graffiti. But it was, like someone like testing out different coloured pens. Also, later on, a little clear rubbish bag. And I could see, those children's drawings, where they've just got the outline and then the kids colour that in. It was a dragon, yeah. And the child had tried to colour it in, but it also looked like graffiti because it wasn't within the lines as you would imagine. It was just scribbled, so that was another sign. So there may be some kind of link with dragons. Maybe this person had a tattoo, or had spray painted a dragon, a beautiful image, somewhere. But what I had noticed about all this is the colour yellow was prominent throughout this message. Parking tickets, paper, challenge nail packet, and the yellow box. Now when I think of yellow, it's interesting because yellow ochre pigment it was so wildly available. It was one of the first colours used in art in a cave in France. Yeah, because in this cave there's like a yellow, if I remember rightly, a yellow horse. I think it was a horse. And it was 17,000 years old. That's amazing. Yellow is present in some of the oldest paintings dating back to ancient Egypt and ancient Rome. And it can be found as far back as prehistoric times, which is amazing. You know, they featured loads of cave paintings. Yeah. So my next sign was a Jeep with grand freedom on it. So he wants to say to whoever he's talking to, he is free on the other side to create art on a grand scale. He uses concentrated thought, and there it is. No one standing over him, telling him off, or fining him for expressing himself, he says. Graffiti is a form of art, but it is one that is very difficult to do. So yeah, we just think you go like that, but actually, you know, there is a lot of skill. Although on the other hand, some say that graffiti is vandalism. Only of course, he would disagree. I'm seeing the number 363, so that could be relevant. So who do I have with this message? Alright, so I'm hearing Christopher, Chris. So, and he wants to reach out to somebody called Jace, Ned. I'm getting Neil as well, and Shabs is something that's coming up. Shabs. Nickname probably not. And he just wants you to know that he still watches over you and often inspires you where he can. Since his passing, you have come on in leaps and bounds, my bro. The pain of losing me has definitely brought out a more aggressive theme to your art. But it is great, so use that anguish and bitterness and any other emotion to become an even stronger force behind your masterpieces. Oh, thank you, that's lovely. Okay, I know you miss our late night morning spray sessions and the excitement and fun we had. Just imagine, if you can, that I am with you, and I will be. The reference to right-handed side of a wall. May and March has come into mind as well. I don't know why, but I'm hearing landslide. Not sure. You'll have to work that one out. Alright. Tell everybody hello and that I miss you all. Good luck, bro, I'm hearing. Alright, thank you. Let's go into my next message. Told this quick. Alright. So Philip crossed over in 2002 and wants to say hello to Nick. It's not telling me about crude matching tattoos you had done when you were relatively young and didn't know much better. I said yours was slightly worse than mine now. I can hear so much laughter. I'm hearing, what did he look like? That must have been a bad tattoo then, isn't it? Oh, I see one trouser leg rolled up. I remember that many years ago. I don't know what era that would it be 90s? I don't know. And I'm hearing good times, mate. I've got February 22, so take it as it resonates. Alright, thank you. Thank you for that. Alright, so I have the name Lacey. And she's saying, keep your chin up, girl. Change is inevitable and unavoidable. Change is all around you. Do not let fear bind you to the past and present. You don't let it prevent you from having a good time. There's a reference to a troubled relationship with a mother and an absent father. I see paper hand towels in a public toilet area. I wonder why. Maybe a club. So maybe relevant in some way, shape or form. Ah, she's holding up a sunflower. I do love a sunflower. And I see a beach too. Okay, so that could be relevant. Oh, Greece I'm hearing. So it could have been a holiday. I'm feeling lacy. Lacey, yeah. So Lacey's saying you would have been a little bit taller than her. Chatty. A fun person to be around. And I've got, for some reason, one sleepy eye. Scorpio comes to mind, so it could be that time of the year, November or whatever, but or she could have been a Scorpio or embody those traits or characteristics. So somewhere in her chart, maybe. Alright, so my next is message. I'm hearing Fabio, so wants to say he has seen most events since his crossing and is eager to see how you get through the next 12 months. As after that, life is going to get very interesting. Keep going. Not sure, but it seems like you may have been running over the events leading to his passing. Can see it going on and on. I'm just hearing stop. Don't let that keep running around in your head. It's done. And it's time to move on. I miss you and love you all. Thank you for that. Fabio? I don't know, sorry, but you'll have to correct me on that one, I'm not sure. Alright, next. Okay, so my next message, I have a lady with a bulldog, and she's saying life is a little lonely for you now. But he is with her. Okay, so he's with her and he's among all the pets she owned while on the earth plane. He's happy and contented, and of course surrounded by my pack. As you know, I had at least 6 dogs at one time. Wow, but I was bad with my 4 Wyatt. Okay, well that's nice to know he's safe. Yeah. This is a weird message, it's coming in and out. Okay. I feel like you want to talk, then you don't want to talk. It's a strange one. Alright, so what names have we got with that? Wendy and Marilyn. Alright. So may have referred to the dog. May have referred to the dog, yeah. I don't know, I think the dog was referred to. I think that's what I'm getting. Sorry, this is a little bit bitty. What are you trying to say? Oh, you would have called the dog Big Boy. Alright, fabulous, thank you. Finally. Alright, next message. So Jill is dancing with joy. That your results have come back negative. Oh dear, okay, that's good. Take some time out to celebrate properly. I am so happy for you. And I've got the names Tony, Shelley, Nana. I don't know why, but I'm hearing Star Spangled Banner. So that's the anthem. It's to do with America, isn't it? I think, yeah. I'm not sure, but you'll understand this, I'm being told. Alright. And I'm seeing an aeroplane. I had an awful lot of suitcases. And I'm hearing trigger warning, Huntington's disease. So that might be relevant. Love to you all. Okay. So Lacey, Jill. Okay. Thank you for that. Where are we at? Where are we? Alright. So I just want to talk a little bit about other regrets. Look, so please do not beat yourself up mentally. Beating yourself up for something you think you should have done. Yes, you probably could have visited more. After you've lost someone, of course. Spoken up. Said I love you. Driven that day, or taken a whole host of other actions. But regrets will not bring back your loved one. Instead, see regrets as life lessons, never to be repeated. Realize that you were doing the best you could at each moment, based upon what you knew at the time. And direct your regrets in positive ways, such as teaching others what you know. Yeah, we can be very hard on ourselves, can't we, at that time, these sort of times in our lives. Alright, so what we've got the healing words from the angel, which is 207. As you see the holiness within others, you are more readily to see this divinity within your own self. The angel number for today is 448. The angels and archangels are helping you with finances, so be sure to notice and follow any intuitive thoughts that inspire you to take. Alright, expect financial improvements as they're on their way. Lovely. Okay, so let's do a little poem before my next message. Grief. I had my own notion of grief. I thought it was a sad time that followed the death of someone you love. And you had to push through it to get to the other side. But I am learning there is no other side. There is no pushing through, but rather there is absorption, adjustment and acceptance. And grief is not something you can complete, but rather you endure. Grief is not a task to finish and move on, but an alignment of yourself. An alteration of your being, a new way of seeing, a new definition of self. So that's written, I don't know who's written that, but thank you very much. Alright, so as you all know, sometimes I do signs and synchronicities, and I also do songs. So someone's loved one has chosen this song. So this loved one has seen you making your way down into town or a city. Walking fast faces pass, only all feel like strangers, and you can't wait to be homebound. Staring blankly ahead, just making your way through the crowd, a feeling even more lost as you need them and you miss them, and now wonder how you will get through this time without them. Remember, I'm using the lyrics. If I could fall out of the sky to be with you, I would in a heartbeat. Do you think time could pass me by? So I could walk 1,000 miles to just see you again. She knows there are times when you think of her and wonder if she ever thinks of you, especially because everything feels so wrong and you feel you don't belong to anyone, anybody anymore. You're living in precious memories as this is all you have left of her. And I don't want to let you know I drown in your memory. I don't want to let this go. I don't, 'cause I need you and I miss you, and now I wonder if I will ever see you again. Okay, well, we're all members of a soul group, and yes, we will see each other again when you cross. I'll be waiting and be first in the queue to greet you, so do not give up. You'll wake one day feeling alive again, stronger and more ready to take on whatever presents. Just look after yourself and make me proud, as only you can do. So there's no need for you to fall into the sky and time will pass by, and you will have probably walked 1,000 miles or more before we'll see each other again. Hold each other tight. She knows that you thought, if you could hold her tonight, just one more night. Well, she did hold you that night, and many other nights, so know she's very much with you, and will continue to be until you are in a better headspace. And I'm hearing with that Nadine, Amy, Anne, Gina, Sarah, and Janice. Okay, got a next message now. Okay, I'm hearing, is it really worth waiting for someone who is not going to change? This person's saying, change your outlook and have faith that you, my darling, deserve so much better. I left you 4 years ago and have watched you struggle to integrate into society, and it saddens me. Make a promise to yourself to change things, switch things up, so you can bring in others who are worthy of your unconditional love. And I'm hearing Gina with that, okay? B and D initials, E and H, P and A, T and F, D and E, G and D, B and G, N and T, N and S, S, I don't know why I said S. I don't know, I've got number 22 and number 12 as well. I've got a feeling these initials go with a lot of what I've said so far, so take them as they resonate, yeah? Alright. Okay. Don't know what time we got left. Okay. That's my first card out today. Let me just check my camera. Yeah. Okay, so our first card is purpose. Now sometimes it's really difficult to think about what we actually feel we're here to do. Why did we come here? What was our purpose? One stage of your life you might think you want to be, I don't know, work in a supermarket, and then you want to be an airline pilot. Do you know what I mean? You go from one stage to the other, and then afterwards you're thinking to yourself, that's not for me, I'm not happy, and you want to move forward. So I don't know, for some people may want to be a solicitor, they may want to be a trainer, they may prefer to sit and write at home, be an author, or you can get spiritual purposes, like with me, I wanted to spread the love, and educate people a little bit more about how spirit are still with us, we never die, and get these messages out in the way that I'm doing it. Maybe someone wants to be a tarot reader, but what I feel from this, it's like you are multifaceted, multi-talented, and this is, I know what I'm here to do. So somewhere in your subconscious you do know what you're here to do, and you're very talented about, I can see this star here as well, the sky is your limit when I see a star, there's a lot of happiness and popularity with that. So you may be doing something like I'm doing on YouTube or another platform, but whatever you're doing, it's endless, it's unlimited potential, yeah. But you have to move beyond this, limiting belief, I feel, for someone. This is general, so in order to step into this, And also, I think you have to go through these life purposes, you know, you've got to go through these lessons, you've got to